Hello and welcome. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Our top story, the Dow Jones Industrial Average taking another plunge this afternoon.
The index plunged more than 1,000 points. ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joining us now with more details. And still another tough day. It just seems like this week is not a good one for Wall Street.
I think you're exactly right. You know, if I lead off the newscast, that's not usually a good sign, and unfortunately that's the case again today. For the second time this week, the Dow Jones Industrial Average has posted a loss of more than 1,000 points. Remember, that had never happened before, and now it's happened twice in the same week. We're now below 23,000 on the Dow. That's a figure that we saw early in November. So what's the problem? Well, to put it as concisely as I can, computers are trained to work with market volatility, and obviously one thing begets the other. So as you see market volatility, the computers step in, and plus 500 becomes minus 500 becomes minus 700. I'd love to be able to spend more time talking about exactly the details, but it's simply not the case. But remember the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? I didn't see the good today. Unfortunately, I did see the bad and the ugly. Let's take a look at the numbers, and indeed they certainly qualify for that. The Dow Jones Industrial Average down by 1,032.89 points, a loss of more than 4.1% in one day. As I say, below 24,000 at 23,860.46 on extraordinary volume of 1,702,000,000 shares. The NASDAQ, also a big loser for the day, down almost 4%. Almost 275 points at 6,777.16, again on very heavy volume of 3,237,000,000 shares. And of course, if those are down, look at the S&P, down 100 points, 3.75% at 2,581.00. Well, I've always made it a point to say it's a market of stocks and not a stock market. An example today, could a stock have been up? The answer is not only up, but how about up by 12%? Twitter came out and announced that it actually turned a profit for the first time since it became a public company back in 2013. Nobody had been expecting it. Twitter spends a lot of money reinventing back into its own business, so the fact that they came out with a positive was clearly a positive. And again, the fact that a stock can go up 12% when we're seeing the magnitude of the drops that we've seen almost every day this week really tells you that the company is doing well, and their biggest improvement was in advertising revenue. So again, not every day is a terrific day on Wall Street, but it was a good day for Twitter regardless, so that was good to see.
And Richard, tomorrow, I mean, we could see another day like today, or it could be up 1,000. That's kind of week it's been.
And we could see both. You could, I would think, based on what we saw today, it's probably going to open lower. Then whether or not you see some buying step in, we'll see. But it certainly, it will come. Just when.
All right, Richard, thank you.
You're welcome.
In other news tonight, Mote Marine Lab unveiling plans for a brand new state-of-the-art aquarium to be built at Nathan Benderson Park.
Mote's leadership held a press conference today to show the public what this new facility will look like and why they're spending more than $100 million to make it all happen. ABC7's Adam Cellini joins us live from Nathan Benderson Park to show how this new facility will change Mote's aquarium experience. Adam?
That's right, Scott and Jacqueline. Mote Marine's aquarium will be moving inland. They're trying to develop 5 acres of property that's county owned currently between Nathan Benderson Park's rowing facility and, as you can see behind me, the mall at University Town Center. They will be front and center for all drivers along I-75.
He's always mommy.
3-year-old Jack Ritter left Mote Marine Laboratory and Aquarium in wonder on Thursday.
Yeah, and then I saw a shark.
We're just starting to do this stuff with him. But yes, it was very exciting, and it held his attention more than I thought it would.
By the time Jack turns 6, this could be the aquarium he visits while on vacation. Twice the current size, with even more interactive technology, demonstrations, and ocean wildlife.
This building will be alive. It will be a science facility like no other in the world, and this community will be so proud of it.
Thursday, President and CEO Michael Crosby unveiled the $100 million facility earmarked for 5 acres of county-owned property at Nathan Benderson Park, allowing the research facility to expand at the current City Island location.
We've converted the women's restroom on the first floor into a laboratory. We're converting closets into offices. We need to expand our research infrastructure, turn Southwest Florida into a Silicon Valley of marine science and technology.
The building will be a beacon visible to an average 43 million drivers on I-75 every year and provide an estimated $28 million in annual economic impact. But Crosby stresses the free interactive teaching labs that will be available to local students.
We are going to make sure that every child in this region has an opportunity for hands-on STEM experiences at this facility.
Experiences kids like Jack are already enjoying.
I pet some fishies, a starfish.
Now, Thursday also marked the beginning of a massive fundraising effort by Mote Marine Laboratory and Aquarium to hopefully break ground on this facility by 2019 and complete it by the end of 2021 for a total estimated cost of $130 million. But they were happy to announce today that they've already received commitments for 20% of that total sum. Live at Nathan Benderson Park, I'm Adam Cellini. Scott and Jacqueline, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Adam. A follow-up now out of Manatee County, where a former sheriff's deputy is now facing life behind bars. Former Sergeant Gerald Learer is retired from the sheriff's office and at one point supervised the Crimes Against Children unit. Prosecutors say he engaged in sexual acts with two 14-year-old girls. He was convicted on several sexual battery counts, possession of child pornography, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
A man charged in connection to a viral video showing the sexual assault of a child in Alabama will most likely stay behind bars until his trial. A judge set bail for Jermaine Moore at $5 million cash. Authorities believe Moore is the man shown assaulting a child in a video that went viral on social media. He's been charged with 5 felony counts, including rape in the first degree. Officials say when he had an opportunity to turn himself in, he fled from police. Investigators say the child victim in the video has been found in his safe. Agents are still processing hard drives taken from Moore's house, and that could result in additional charges. Moore is also facing felony charges in Michigan, where he's accused of sexually assaulting 3 children.
According to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office website, Gary Kampathakris was arrested last night on suspicion of driving under the influence. According to the arrest report, Kampathakris was driving 100 miles per hour southbound on I-75 on the J.D. Young Bridge. Kampathakris is the founder of the 1-800-ASK-GARY and is the father to MTV's Siesta Key star Alex Kampathakris.
Well, the Suncoast's largest celebrity golf event teed off today, the Plantation Community Foundation's major fundraiser, the Celebrity Golf Classic.
Celebrity players from professional sports are matched with local golfers to help raise money for the foundation at the Plantation Golf and Country Club. That's where we find Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joining us now live from that event. Bob?
What a great event it has been today. Beautiful weather out here for the golf adventure. 65 celebrities are paired up with groups, and they play both courses here. We've got the Panther and the Bobcat. This is a great venue for this event, and over the course of this event, they've raised over $2.5 million for charities here along Southwest Florida, specifically South Sarasota County. Just last year alone, they raised $140,000 at this golf tournament. I had a chance to play with Ken Singletary, who is the voice of Yes Network, who also played for the Baltimore Orioles for many years. A great fan. I was a great fan of his as I used to watch the Baltimore Orioles and listen to him on the radio all the time. But boy, it couldn't ask for better weather. There was even a hole-in-one. We're going to talk to that guy here in a minute. We are looking at gorgeous weather even right now. The temperature was warm, upper 70s right now. We have lots of sunshine around, and the temperature at 66 as far as the dew point goes, so that's still very high. Winds are out of the north at 13, and those strong north winds should preclude any kind of fog development for the most part. Temperature is much warmer here than the Panhandle, 61 in Jacksonville. It's 80 in Miami, 78 into Key West, and you can see from the satellite imagery, the review still showing that steady stream of upper level clouds moving across the Gulf of Mexico and streaming right on into Florida. Now that front is for the most part washed out, so we're not anticipating any cold temperatures here. In fact, they'll be remaining above average right through this Friday and into the weekend. There's another storm system that will give us a slight chance for showers. We'll talk more about that a little bit later and talk to some of the celebrities here in just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Okay, Bob, we'll see you in a little bit. Thanks so much. After nearly 60 years, Venice's lime pits are officially gone. The old lime was used in the former water treatment facility. They've been sitting in a section of Pine Brook Park since the 1960s. The city of Venice spent more than $3 million in the removal cost. The company had to dig out the lime, dispose of it, and then put in new fill dirt. Now that area is full of green grass, and the city hopes to open it up as a nature park in the future.
3 World War II era planes are spending the weekend in Venice. A B-17, B-25, and P-51 Mustang make up those warbirds. They travel around the country, giving people a chance to crawl inside and see what it was like to be in those planes. The B-24 is extra special because of 18,000 made. It's the only B-24 in operation.
And just spread to the public, which tend to be learning less and less about World War II, what this greatest generation went through for our freedom.
You can see those warbirds for yourself at the Venice Municipal Airport through Sunday. Walk-through tours are from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tickets are $15 for adults and $5 for kids. And you can even take a ride on the planes. Flights are given before and after the tours. And Scott, I've gotten a chance to crawl around inside one of those B-17s before when I lived in North Carolina. Pretty cool.
They are. I took my daughter down to that event a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
And just to see history, you know, and be able to touch it is pretty cool.
It really
You're not just reading about it, you're seeing it. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Still to come in your Suncoast News, the latest on the potential government shutdown as lawmakers scramble to come up with a solution. And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, humans aren't the only ones catching the flu. What pet owners should do to keep their furry friends safe from the virus.
Good deal for the American people.
By Sunset Cadillac.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment, and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Tonight brings another deadline for shutting down the government.
Will lawmakers in Washington come up with a solution in time? ABC's Tara Palmieri has more.
The deadline to keep the government open is midnight. Despite the Senate's best efforts to offer a bill that includes perks for both Democrats and Republicans, the House could tank the bill, leading to another shutdown showdown.
It doesn't include everything that Democrats want, nor everything that Republicans want. But it's a good deal for the American people.
The deal includes billions for opioid treatment, disaster relief, and infrastructure, and a big boost to defense spending. But over in the House, conservative spending hawks say they can't vote on a package that raises the deficit. And Democrats are furious that the bill doesn't include a solution for Dreamers, those undocumented immigrants who were brought to the country as children. Yesterday, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi gave an 8-hour speech to pressure Congress to act before the program that protects Dreamers expires on March 5th.
I'm not finished yet. We have our beliefs, and we're willing to fight for them, and we're willing to fight for them on the floor of the House.
But today, Pelosi walked the line. She won't vote yay for the Senate bill, but she won't tell her members how to vote.
Now, I'm just telling people why I'm voting the way I'm voting. Thank you.
The bill increases defense and domestic spending by $300 billion over 2 years.
For months now, we have been working to get our military the resources it needs to keep the peace. This budget agreement delivers on that commitment.
The Senate bill does not include funding for a border wall. And even though the president said earlier this week that he couldn't support a bill that doesn't include an immigration solution, he's telling Democrats and Republicans to support the bill, and they'll get to immigration later. Tara Palmieri, ABC News, Washington.
In controversy at the White House, top aide to the president, Rob Porter, was fired yesterday after allegations of domestic abuse. Sources say high-level aides knew about the accusations for months, but were not aware of the extent until Porter's 2 ex-wives told their stories to the Daily Mail. Porter's first wife, Colby Holderness, releasing a photo of her black and blue eyes, saying Porter punched her in the face more than a decade ago. His second ex-wife, Jenny Willoughby, telling her story to the Washington Post.
So he came and grabbed me by the shoulders here and pulled me out of the shower in a rage.
Porter denies all of these claims, saying in a statement these outrageous allegations are simply false. Here at home, the Celebrity Golf Classic kicking off today as area golfers teaming up with celebrity sports players to raise a lot of money for the Plantation Community Foundation.
And that event is going on right now at the Plantation Golf and Country Club. That's where we find Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. How is it out there, Bob?
It is fantastic. Couldn't ask for better weather for this wonderful event that helps charities here in South Sarasota County. Over 40 charities benefit from the money raised, $140,000 last year. They're hoping for more this year. We've got some great celebrities out here. We have Jacques Lemaire, the great hockey player for the Montreal Canadiens, also won a Stanley Cup with the New Jersey Devils, obviously. And we are looking at Rico Petrocelli. We have some people here from around town. Shane Raleigh is here on hand as well, Ken Frayling, and many others. We'll be talking to them. We're just finishing up right now. I just talked to our group that just went by. We ended up 17 under. And I don't think anyone's going to beat that, but we'll see. They probably could have got to 18, but I had to quit after the 14th hole. Anyway, here's the weather. What's going on at Lakewood Ranch? Well, a beautiful day there, too. We had some fog around, some low clouds eventually burned off, and then we saw lots of sunshine this afternoon. Temperatures managing to soar into the upper 70s to low 80s across the region. We're not expecting that fog as much tonight because of the stronger winds. That front is, for the most part, dissipated, but it has switched our winds around more to the northwesterly direction. There's some showers south of New Orleans, all that associated with a little disturbance in the upper levels of the atmosphere, but that disturbance is going to stay well to our north, and we are not anticipating much of a change here. In fact, just those high cirrus clouds ripping on by should make for another glorious sunset, and we'll be here with it, and hopefully we can show you some live pictures of it. Here's the Futurecast showing some clouds around, this model indicating a slight chance for a few showers. That's because temperatures today in places like Arcadia, in Wauchula, and into Highlands County were 85, 86 degrees. So just enough heat to create enough lift. Maybe a few spotty showers are possible to move back toward the coast. A lot of folks coming in off the coast course right now as things are starting to wrap up here. And then the big auction takes place, and a lot of the ladies are all dressed up, ready to go for a great dinner and a great auction. 78 degrees right now, sunshine, and that's our current temperature at the Sarasota-Bradian Airport. A bit cooler over the Panhandle, but still manageable. It's 80 in Miami, 78 in Key West. And temperatures around town, you'll notice a little bit cooler near the coast, but really quite nice. 76 in Bradenton. Sarasota the same, 75 in Venice. The Gulf winter temperature, which is, by the way, really quite warm, considering just a few weeks ago, it was in the 50s. And so it has warmed up quite nicely, and the fishing is warming up as well. We'll talk more about that later on tonight. 81 the high tomorrow. We'll have a mixture of sun and clouds. It should be nice. Satellite and radar picture showing. Not much going on here. There is a storm system, though. It's a quick hitter. It's a clipper moving through the Midwest and expecting a lot of snowfall in Detroit, places like Detroit, as well as Toledo and Chicago. Right now, it's not there, but the warnings are out for those areas. You can see that from Toledo stretching to South Bend all the way to Chicago. Those are winter storm warnings, so winter not quite over there. The groundhog got it right, at least for the Great Lakes, but not down here. Seems like spring is already sprung as far as that goes. Well, let's check the forecast then for the 7-day. 20% chance for just a few passing showers. Nothing to worry about, nothing to cancel any plans about over the weekend either. Temperatures warming above average, right around 80 degrees. In fact, staying through the 80s all the way through Thursday, and low temperatures about 10 degrees above average. So indeed, perfect weather here at the Plantation Golf and Country Club. So beautiful day. We'll talk to some of the stars as they're coming off the course right now. We'll talk to them a little bit later. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thanks so much. Now to First Alert traffic. We're seeing some backup on I-75. This is right near University Parkway exit as you head to the north. And then once you get past there, it gets back to green. Jacqueline?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, can how you feel about getting old affect how you get old? With more, here's ABC's Kenneth Moten.
The fear of developing dementia in our later years is common. After all, dementia affects nearly 47 million people worldwide. Now, new research shows a potentially surprising link to the risk of dementia. Those who think positively about aging might have a lower dementia risk. Researchers at Yale announced that seniors who have a positive attitude about growing old showed a 43% reduction in their risk of dementia, compared to others who think less favorably about their older years. Researchers looked at 4,700 seniors over the age of 60. Those who responded to statements about old age with a positive attitude had about half the normal risk of developing dementia over a 4-year period. Even seniors who carry a gene known as ApoE4, predisposing them to dementia, had a much lower risk if they had an upbeat outlook. Of course, this study can only show that positive thinking is somehow associated with a reduced risk of dementia. We can't say for sure that optimism about aging actually prevents dementia, but it might be a reason for a little attitude adjustment about your future. With this Medical Minute, I'm Kenneth Moten, ABC News.
Humans aren't the only ones getting the flu this year. Officials are sending out a warning saying your furry friends could catch it too. Veterinarians in Florida say they're seeing more cases of dog flu in recent weeks. Doctors say more pets are coming in with flu-like symptoms, including fever, coughing, and loss of appetite. Keeping record of the dog flu can be difficult, though, because the viruses only stay in a dog's body for 3 to 4 days. After that, the dog would only be showing symptoms. Veterinarians say that while the virus can spread, dog flu rarely turns deadly for animals that catch it. However, doctors do recommend getting your pets vaccinated to stay safe. And we all know healthcare costs are a big concern in our community here on the Suncoast, but how often do you think about the cost of healthcare for your pet? Some pet owners are paying thousands of dollars out of pocket for life-saving treatments like chemotherapy, emergency surgeries, or treatment for non-curable illnesses. Could pet insurance help you save money in the long run? Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick investigates how much pet insurance could cost you and whether or not it's worth it.
I do have cases come in where a dog could undergo treatment that could potentially be life-saving. We can never make guarantees. And people end up going for humane euthanasia because it's either they pay for that procedure, which might work, or they keep the roof on their house.
Tune in tonight at 6 to see a comparison of some of the cheapest pet insurance companies on the Suncoast and hear what vets have to say about different plans. Stay with us. Coming up, a cat with 28 toes ties a world record and waves along the coast of California that glow in the dark. Those stories when we return.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in an accident, whether or not it's your fault, your insurance company might be responsible for some of your expenses. So give us a call. We've got your back.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Alex Karras Lincoln's 40th anniversary sale. Please join us in welcoming the two newest additions to the Lincoln lineup, our flagship luxury sedan, the 2018 Lincoln Continental, and the totally redesigned 2018 Lincoln Navigator, featuring 450 horsepower, 10-speed transmission, and many best-in-class features. Alex Karras Lincoln, where our mission statement is consistent commitment, every client, every time. Located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Everyone likes the 2018 Honda Civic for $169 a month. You made Civic the best-selling compact car in America. You like Civic's 5-star safety ratings, and that KBB.com named Civic a best buy and the most awarded car. Get the 2018 Civic at a payment you love. $169 a month today at your local Honda dealer.
Honda, I like it. Oh yeah, I like it.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
Well, everyone knows cats have 9 lives, but who knew they could have so many toes?
Jeremy Roth shows us a Minnesota cat whose toes tie a world record in California waves that glow in the dark. In today's Take a Look at This.
Meet Paws. She's a Minnesota cat with 28 toes. We know what you're thinking. You've got to be kidding me. Paws has 3 extra toes on each forepaw and 1 extra on each back paw. Her extra digits are a tie for the Guinness World Record for most toes on a cat. Who knew that was even a thing? Actually, cats with extra toes are called polydactyl cats. They're also nicknamed Hemingway cats after the famous writer who had one. From a cat with tons of toes to a dog that needed a hand. First responders played best friend to man's best friend in Oklahoma. The rescue unfolded on a cold day in Tulsa after an officer with the fire department spotted a dog stranded on a frozen pond. Firefighters responded, donning their thermal suits and inching their rapid deployment craft out onto the ice. The pup jumped in and crews pulled the vessel to shore. It's not clear how long the pooch was stuck on the ice. California's Big Sur is home to some of the most breathtaking views in the U.S., but a recent bloom in bioluminescent phytoplankton has turned its waves into a full-blown spectacle. Monterey photographer George Krieger captured the phenomenon. Experts say the glowing waves, which have spiked in occurrence since January, are caused by calm conditions and high nutrient rates, resulting in layers of concentrated dinoflagellates, and my brain exploded. Look, all you really need to know is it's purty. Real purty. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, a Sarasota store owner is concerned for the future of her business, why she says a major construction project is causing her building to crumble.
And a new bill passed by the Florida Senate could be some good news for drivers. Well, how you could get a discount on traffic tickets. Coming up.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Fact. The top 3 Marriott hotels in North and South America are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, according to a recent survey of 363 Marriott hotels. The Marriott at Grand National, the Marriott Shoals Hotel, and the Grand Hotel. And 2 of the top 3 Renaissance hotels are also on the trail, Ross Bridge in Birmingham and the Battle House in Mobile. Southern hospitality still rules. For reservations or information, visit rtjgolf.com/resorts.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It's Greek time! February 8th through the 11th at the 34th Annual St. Barbara Greek Festival. Bring your family and friends. Treat yourself to authentic Greek home cooking and pastries. Plus, dance to traditional Greek music. Visit a marketplace filled with crafts and jewelry from local artisans. Children will enjoy the kids zone and everyone will have a good time. Bring your appetites and spend a day in Greece without leaving the area. The Greek Festival at St. Barbara Greek Orthodox Church just north of University Parkway, where Lockwood and Talevast roads meet. Yasu!
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
My life motto is keep moving. And as hard as it was when my husband passed away, I knew I had to keep doing what I love. Oops, coming. But I needed help with my insurance, and that's what the NAIC provides. They have resources to help you and your family make the best decision, and they'll help you to keep moving forward, just like me.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.